the end of the day, and I can say this, and this is not an excuse, my son never indulged in drugs around me. You got to realize I'm his dad, bro. And I was a disciplinarian. I was strict, structured. So certain things I didn't see. I never saw Quan pop a pill in front of me.
But they're saying it's over an overdose.
That's some fake ass pills, bro. 9 times out of 10, it's probably them fake ass pills. Like, I don't knock nobody who do what they do, but it's too fucking dangerous to get anything off the streets.
Rich Homie Quan has been gone for almost 2 years now, but the questions about his death haven't disappeared. The story about an overdose never fully added up, and rumors suggest that the last people who saw him alive might know far more than they've told the police. Some believe there were hidden actions and a possible cover-up happening right in front of everyone. Let's go back to that morning when everything went wrong. On September 5, 2024, Quan passed away at just 34 years old. According to the official timeline, his brother Andre was the first person to see him. Around 3 a.m., Andre walked into the kitchen and found Quan on the floor, unresponsive, food still in his mouth and not breathing. Most people in that situation would panic, call for help, or at least check for a pulse. But none of that happened. Andre told the authorities that he simply picked Quan up and moved him to the couch. There was no urgent call for help, no rush to save him, just lifting him and setting him down, almost like he already knew the outcome. A few hours later, around 6:45 a.m., Quan's baby mama, Amber, woke up. She took the kids to school and returned to find him still on the couch, cold, foaming at the mouth and not breathing. It was only then that she finally called 911. That call raised eyebrows online. People noticed her tone, saying it sounded less like panic and more like she had already accepted what had happened. Andre, again, didn't give any explanation for his own actions. He was the first to arrive at the scene, saw everything before anyone else, and still didn't call for help or confirm if his brother was alive. Even now, many are left wondering, what really happened in those early hours, and why did it seem like everyone already knew the ending?
Sleep on the couch since this morning. Well, he never came to bed last night. Sleep on the couch. I left him on the couch before I took my son to school this morning, put a blanket over him, and I just checked on him again because he never got up. I don't feel a heartbeat. I don't see him breathing.
That's when people began asking the hard questions. Did Andre and Amber know more than they were admitting? Was something planned? Or was Quan's death allowed to happen? Many online viewers were shocked. One person wrote, "If I knew my partner hadn't been in bed all night, I'd check on him immediately." Another said, "I can't believe how calm she sounded when talking to 911. Doesn't feel right." Then the rumors started spreading. Some claimed that Andre and Amber weren't just living together. They were allegedly acting way too close while Quan was still alive. After his brother's death, Andre's behavior drew more attention. He posted pictures in Quan's clothes, used laughing emojis, and acted like he had suddenly inherited a new lifestyle. People even said he floated obituaries for money and reached out to famous artists for collaborations just days after Quan passed. Many felt it looked less like mourning and more like taking advantage of the situation. One insider, Hurricane Chris, didn't hold back. While some tried to stay neutral, he openly suggested foul play. He didn't have proof or claim to witness anything, but he made it clear the whole situation seemed suspicious, like someone was hiding the truth about that morning.
But they're saying it's over an overdose.
That's some fake ass pills, bro. 9 times out of 10, it's probably them fake ass pills. Like, I don't knock nobody who do what they do, but it's too dangerous to get anything off the street. You gambling with your life when you swallow that pill that you got from your homeboy. Even if he said he got it from the doctor, like, don't believe it. If you didn't go to a doctor and get that as your medication, don't take it. Even if somebody's selling it to you, got the pill bottle. There could be an old pill bottle they had, and they putting new fake pills in it. Like, it's a dangerous game if you out here taking drugs. You gotta really, like, pay attention.
When someone from the music industry spoke out, it made people start asking more questions. That's when the lace pill story began circulating again. At first, the official explanation was an overdose, a dangerous mix of fentanyl, codeine, promethazine, and THC, the typical rapper tragedy story. But those who knew Quan didn't believe it, especially his father. Months later, still shaken and confused, Quan's dad said the story didn't fit the son he knew. Quan wasn't addicted to pills. Sure, he smoked and drank, but that deadly combination didn't match his lifestyle, leaving many to wonder what really happened.
Today, and I can say this, and this is not an excuse, my son never indulged in drugs around me. You got to realize I'm his dad, bro. And I was a disciplinarian. I was strict, structured. So certain things I didn't see. I never saw Quan pop a pill in front of me. I saw him smoke weed. I saw him drink liquor. But certain things I never saw him do. But in my mind, I knew when he was higher than normal. And I would address it with him. I used to tell him like, hey man, whatever you going through in life, your answer ain't in a pill bottle or liquor bottle, man. I used to tell him that.
This wasn't just a father in denial. Quan's dad and son were close. They spoke every day and shared a real friendship, not just a parent-child bond. Their connection was deeper because Quan's dad.
This chair I'm sitting in alone, I don't wish this on nobody, man. Like, I honestly, I envision my son getting older and pulling up, kicking it with me on some grown man shit. Bro, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like I wanted to have them time, man, while I was old and we just kicked it and we talked about what we did.
When Quan's father heard what supposedly caused his son's death, it didn't feel right to him. Something about it just didn't sit well in his heart. Then the toxicology report came out, and people immediately noticed how quickly it was finalized. Normally, these tests take time, especially for a public figure, but this one seemed rushed. That alone made many suspicious. Combine that with the calm 911 call, Andre's unusual behavior, and the rumored closeness between Andre and Amber, and questions started piling up. On top of that, another woman, Kia Brown, was reportedly in the house that morning. She wasn't family and not widely known, but she was allegedly present when everything went down. People said her energy seemed off, and some claim she was trying to leave after delivering something harmful. When questioned, she gave unclear answers about who else was there or what she witnessed, leaving more doubts than answers.
I'm just friends with one of the people that stay in the house.
Name?
Quick.
Quick. So you Quick's friends.
Correct.
And you don't remember what time you arrived?
No. I have no idea what has transpired before or after. I was just in the room.
She never became the main focus in public, but on the streets, her name kept coming up. Too many people were in the house, stories didn't line up, and too much time passed before anyone called for help. That's when people started looking beyond just the house. Quan wasn't an ordinary artist. He wasn't struggling or broke. He had value, and in this industry, value attracts enemies. At first, some pointed fingers at young Thug, thinking Quan might have been getting his life together, maybe even testifying or stepping away from certain circles. But that theory didn't hold. People close to Thug said he genuinely respected Quan, and when the news came, Thug was reportedly heartbroken. Nothing about Quan's death benefited him. One thing became clear. Quan was trying to step back from certain people quietly without naming names. Lil Woody even suggested that in this world, anyone who tries to stand apart or refuses to be controlled can become a target.
So what's your thoughts on Rich Homie Quan passing?
Yeah.
It's sad, man. It's sad. Rich Homie had a lot of potential. You feel me? Like, he just made the wrong choice in the past. What could have that hurt his career. And he didn't have to make that choice. But sometimes people gotta learn how to stand up for themselves. Don't be intimidated by no group of people. Cause them group of people, man, they ain't know nothing for real.
He didn't directly name anyone, but people on the streets started connecting the dots. That's when Birdman's name came up again. An industry heavyweight who first introduced Quan to Young Thug, and someone Quan had quietly hinted at before. His connection to Quan made many question what really happened.
And so would you say that during that time period, you and Thug were really like close friends, or was it just like a convenient musical relationship and Birdman was really the thing that was keeping y'all together?
No, that was my dog. That was my dog.
Right.
Definitely my dog. It was Birdman wouldn't keep me together. I met Bird through Thug.
Right.
I wouldn't have met Bird if it wasn't for Thug. You know what I mean?
Right.
People on the streets say Birdman may have played a role in breaking Quan and Thug apart when their connection started getting too strong, independent, and hard to control. Fans have long said that Birdman doesn't like artists becoming untouchable without him. When someone begins to step beyond his influence, things can get complicated. No one is claiming Birdman physically harmed Quan or gave him drugs, but in the music world, things don't always happen with weapons. Sometimes it's about access, power, pressure, or keeping quiet. Looking at Quan's story this way, the idea that someone on the inside could be involved doesn't seem so far-fetched. Amid all the rumors, one voice chose calm instead of speculation. DC Young Fly, who has known Quan and his family since 2003, spoke at the funeral. He didn't repeat gossip or point fingers. Instead, he honored Quan and shared positive memories, keeping the focus on his life and legacy.
Mother, mama, I call you mama. We've been introduced since 2003. Big bro, so, it's real family. Corey, what's going on?
He reminded the family that life must go on, even with unanswered questions and doubts about the autopsy. He said our time here is limited, and what really matters is how we live, the choices we make, and the love and memories we leave behind while we're passing through.
But how you move, Emma, is how we supposed to move during these times. Because all the morals and the doctrines, this is the only time that we really apply it. When we hurt Job, everybody go read the book of Job. Just read the book of Job. He took everything from Job. He kept snatching everything from Job. And Job, like every Christian that, everybody like, I put so much good into the world. Why there's so much bad coming to me? He like, what? I ain't really been bad to nobody. I just want to talk to him. I want to ask him why. Why he doing this to me? God looked at him and said, who you talking to? Why not you? This is the time for you to praise my name. This is the time for you to tell the other people through the midst of pain, I'm the one that's giving you the strength, fool. So when people think you crazy, Mom, you ain't crazy. You being obedient.
It was a powerful and grounding moment when DC spoke, reminding everyone of what really matters. But while he tried to help the family heal, other people were scrambling to explain actions that didn't make sense. Now the story has layers everywhere. A brother who found Quan first but didn't call for help, a baby mama whose calmness raised questions, a stranger in the house whose presence is still unclear, a father who doesn't believe the reported cause of death, industry voices hinting at foul play, and a toxicology report that moved suspiciously fast. Online, people are connecting dots. Some point out unusual details like Quan being on the floor with food in his mouth. Others question why no one acted sooner. Fans insist someone should be held responsible, whether it was an overdose or something more. Until the truth about that morning comes out, Quan's story will keep people talking, wondering who really knew what happened and who might have benefited.